So, should I start?
Yes, ma'am.
So, in the first class, we went through a few, we went through these questions, some similar questions. So, we'll go by this chapter quickly because your basics are clear. So we will not take a lot of time. Okay. Do you remember place value from your last class? It, See, it's okay if you don't, because I can revise. We can revise if there are topics that you don't understand well from previous class. That's also all right. Okay. But do you remember place value?
I remember, but I forgot it a little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. We'll revise. We'll revise. Don't worry. Okay. So I'll start with the. So basically, we're starting with the first chapter. It's called large number and Roman numerals. Okay. So large number and Roman numerals. Have you heard about Roman numerals?
Roman means like numbers in Roman type.
Yes, yes, yes. You can say that. But do you know how to write them?
Yes,
Till where?
till uh, 10, I think.
Okay. We'll learn more than that as well. Okay. All right. So we were talking about place value, right? So let's take it step by step. I'll start with place value. Okay. So what okay. So I have got this number 56923. Okay. Now, first of all, I need to know the place values because this is a big number, right? So how will you say this number? If this was written if I had a number like 628, so you know that it's a three-digit number, so it's going to be 628, right? That much you already know when it comes to counting. But this is a big number, right? How do you deal with such big numbers? That's where we use the place value system. Okay, we'll put the commas so that we understand. Now, what is place values here? So we'll start from the backward side from the end of the number. This will be ones, this will be 10, this will be hundreds, this will be thousands, and this will be 10,000. Can you recall a little? Do you remember it now?
No.
Okay, okay. So basically, this is the ones place. Okay. Which part? Okay. Is this are you able? Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Or let's take a smaller number. Okay. We have a place value system so that we can understand countings and big numbers easily. Okay. Now, this place value, we have two types of place value system. First is Indian place value system and other is international. So I'm talking about Indian place value system right now. Okay. So Indian place value system. Now, we will start from ones. Why ones? Because ones are the smallest unit, right? We start the counting from 1, 2, 3. And what I mean by ones is they are one digit numbers, right? When I say 8, how many digits are there in 8?
1. Only one digit.
Yes, correct. Just one digit. If I say 28, how many digits are there in 28?
There are 2 digits.
2 digits, correct. So now if I say 8, I'll write it in under 1 because there's just one digit. But if I say 28, there are two digits now. So what I'll use is I'll need another number, like another alphabet or another, how do I denote that? So I will use tens. Okay. Why? Because 20 is in tens, like 2 into 10, right? That's how we get 20, right? 2 multiplied by 10. So that's why we are writing it as 10. So I will write 2 here in tens and in ones I will write 8. Okay. Okay. See, and if you don't understand this, another way is to understand it like this only. Why is 20 under tens? Because 2 times 10 is 20. What Similarly, why is this under 1? Because 1 multiplied by 8 will give me 8, right? 8 ones are 8, and 20 2 into 10, 2 tens are 20. So that's why. Does that make sense? So the same thing, now we will keep on going because the numbers can get really big, right? So now after tens, when I have 3 digits, I will call it as 100. Okay. Whenever I'm dealing with 3 digits, I'll call it 100. Okay. So let's take 6 only. Okay. Now 6, what should I multiply in 6 to get 100? To get 600?
600. 6 6
Mhm.
100.
Yes, 6 into 100. Very good. So we will get 600. Okay. So that is why we are writing it under 100. Now, because there are 3 digits, this is our place value, hundreds, tens, and ones. How will I read this number? I will call it as 628. Okay. Like all the numbers that are in the tens, we call it we use T at the end, right? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, right? So we use a ty at the end. So whenever you are using ty at the end, that means it's in the tens place. Okay. And hundreds, you'll say 600, 700. So you'll use the word 100. So that's how you can remember it. Okay. If you're getting confused in the place value, that's how you can remember it. Is this clear? This example?
It's a little bit confusing.
Which part? Which part? Should I take another example? Okay, I'll take another example and I'll ask you questions so that I can understand which part you're getting confused with. Okay. Okay. So if I have, let's say I've got 72. How many digits are there?
There are 2 digits.
So what will be the highest place value here?
Highest tens.
Correct. Very good. Tens. And which one of them is in tens position?
7.
Correct. So I'll write T. Oh, like on above 7, I'll write T because this is at tens place. What about 2? What is the place value of 2?
Ones.
Correct. So it's clear, right? Like your answer is correct. Okay. Now let's take a bigger number. Now let's say we have 983. How many digits are there in 983?
3 digits.
3, right? Now if there are 3 digits, what will be the highest place value here?
Hundreds.
Correct. And what number, like what is the place value for 100? Which number is in place of 100?
9.
Correct. So what will I write above 9?
H.
Correct. What about the other two? What is their place value?
8 is T
Hmm.
because it's
Correct.
tens, and 3 is ones.
Very good. Is it still confusing? Now you tell me if there which part are you finding confusing, because I'll repeat that.
It's clear. I understand more.
Oh, good. I get it. Like you, when you're just listening, you are a little confused, but when you start answering, then the concept gets clearer for you. So we'll do that only. Okay. Now now this was for smaller numbers, but our chapter is large numbers and Roman numerals. So we'll have to deal with bigger numbers, right? We're getting into higher classes, so we have got to deal with bigger numbers. So now I'm taking till where can you do counting? Like till where can you easily understand counting? Till hundreds or till thousands you can understand?
Can you repeat again?
Okay, I was saying till where can you understand the countings? If I use hundreds, like you are able to understand, but if I use thousands, will you be able to understand that?
Yes, in thousands I will able to understand, but not more.
10,000. But not
Yeah.
10,000 and more. Okay, got it, got it. So we'll take it step by step. See, like the main thing is you can like if you can understand till thousands, the rest is very easy because it's very similar. Okay. Now, uh, now we'll do thousands. Okay. Till here, everything is the same. Now we are introduced to a new, you can say term, which is the thousands. Now, if I say 1,000, how will I write it? How many zeros are there in 1,000?
3.
3. Okay. So 1,000 is basically 1 multiplied by how many? This. Right?
Yes.
Correct? Okay. Now let's use this in the place value as well. Okay. Can you name any can you tell me any number in thousands?
2,832.
Okay, all right. 2,832. Now that you're saying the name Humaira, is the place values will be clear with the name only, right? And you said 2,000. So what will be the place value of 2?
Uh, TH 1000.
Yes, very good. Because you're only saying, right, 2,000. So the place value of 2 will be 1,000. So I'll write TH. Now you said 2,800. Now what is the place value of 8?
800. It's
Yeah,
H. That's
yes, very good. So it's gonna be it will be 100. Now you said 32. Now I told you if there is ty at the end, like 30, what will be the place value of that number?
T. Tens.
Correct, tens. And 2 is just one digit number. So what will be the place value?
O. Ones.
Oh, correct. So is this clear?
Yes.
So till thousands, your like counting is also clear. So I'm not going into a lot of details. But if we increase one more zero in thousands, okay, let's go back a little. How do you write? You started learning countings from one digit number. So you called it ones, right? If you increase 1 0, you call it tens, right? Like 20, 30, they all have 1 zeros. If you increase one more zero, it's called hundreds, right? So
Yes.
you have 2 zeros in 100. Now thousands, you also know. How many zeros are there?
There are 3 zeros.
Correct. Now, the next term is 10,000s. So 10, and I'm gonna write th, or let's write the whole thing. 10,000s. Now, see, do you see a pattern that we are just increasing one zeros? Like there was no zero here, then I added 1 0, then one more zero, one more zero. So again, I'll do the same thing. I will add just one more zero. So how many zeros will there be? There'll be 4 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now this is 10,000s. Okay, simple. Just increase one more zero. Okay, and this whole thing will remain the same, right? You understood till hundreds, but then I just added one more number and I wrote the place value, but the concept was same. So the same thing will be for 10,000s as well. Okay, is it clear? We'll solve some questions as well, so don't worry. Let me just check till where have they given you the place value. You have 10,000s in your book. Let me check if there's after that as well. Okay, there are, but we'll solve a lot of questions for 10,000s. Then we'll go to the other one. Okay, so once this is clear, then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, now let's solve some questions for this new term that we are doing, 10,000. Okay. Also, if you can't now let's come to the commas, right? I started with the commas only here, but now we'll come to that again. Okay. Now, see, there are till 100, we write it like ones, tens, hundreds. Then we write thousands, and then we are writing 10,000s, right? So why? So the concept of commas is to make the number easier, right? So where do we put the first comma? This here. After 100, I'll put my first comma. I'll explain what I'm saying. This is what a comma looks like. Okay. This is a comma. And I'll explain what it means. And after 1,000 and 10,000, we can again put number like 58360. This is very confusing, right? It's a really big number. But how do I make it easier? What do I do is I will write it like 58360, but I know that ones, tens, 100, and I can put a comma, right? So now you can see, like now you know that the number is divided into two parts. Here there are three digits, so that means still here it's like 360. Why? Because 360, because you can easily interpret it like hundreds, tens, and ones, so it's 360. And here you know that these two digits will be of the thousands. Okay, does that make a little sense?
Yes, but I don't know how to tell it. Tell the full number.
Okay, okay, got it. Can you tell till here? If I remove the 5, can you tell what number is this?
Yes, 8,360.
Correct. 360. There's a 0. Okay. But now if I put 5 also, so I will call it instead of 8,000. What is this? Just can you tell me this number inside the circle?
58.
58. And both these terms are thousands, right? 58 are in thousand. Hmm. Okay. Both these terms are in thousands only, right? So what I will call it, I will say it as 58,000. Okay. So both the terms when they are in thousands, I'll just call it like 58,000 or whatever number is there, that much thousand, right? Does that make sense? We'll solve some questions so that you can understand. If I write it like, will you be able to understand this? First of all, can you tell the place value of 5?
Place value of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hundreds.
Correct. And you can, if because there is a comma here, so you can also understand that right after the comma you'll have hundreds. Okay. Now how will you say this number? How will you like say this number in words?
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
72,562.
Very good. Clear? So you
Yes.
will write it or you will say it as 72,000 562. Okay. So like the numbers are going to be easy. It's just you need to understand till 1,000. After that, you'll be easily able to do it. Okay. Now, I want you to write this. Okay. Because a lot of things we have already written. Let me erase the extra part. You can start from here. Write the place value, write the Indian system, and just write whatever is in the question. Okay. Sorry, not in the question, whatever is on the screen. Should I repeat? Should I go step
Yeah.
by step? Okay, okay. Uh, write down the heading. First, write down the chapter number 1 and write the name of the chapter. Your schools are opening after Eid or before Eid?
After Eid in
Oh,
April 6th.
okay.
Next.
Yes, Humaira, what can you repeat?
What is next? I write
Okay,
the.
You wrote the name of the chapter. Now write down place value. And or just write down place value system, and you can write, and you like whatever is write down in place value system. First write that, then I'll write.
Yes.
Done. Now you just write down whatever is written on the screen. Okay, like this
Okay.
number HTO, and you can write this like, okay. And once you have written, you can ask me. I'll scroll up so that you can see the rest of the things.
Done, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna scroll up. Can you see it?
Yes.
If you don't understand the spelling or what I've written, you can ask me. Okay, I'll write it again.
Okay, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Done, Humaira?
Yes.
Okay. This is the last. Yeah, this. Write this out. Then we will solve the questions related, like from your book only, okay?
Okay. Next. Done, ma'am.
All right, now let's solve. Now let's solve some questions. I'm going to share a different screen. Tell me if you can see it.
I can see it.
Okay. Now on the first page of this chapter, they're talk. Uh, should I continue or do you need a minute?
Continue.
Okay. So in the first page only, they're talking about the place value only. Now they are also saying expanded form and word form. Let's do that first. And do you remember the predecessor and successor? We discussed it. Do you want me to revise it?
Yes, I remember it.
Okay, okay. First we will do the expanded form and word form. Okay, and then we will go to the questions. So one more thing and then we'll start the questions. Okay, so it's very easy. The word form is this one. Okay, how you told me the number that ma'am, it's 72,562. If I want to write it down, this will be my word form that I'm writing it down. Okay. Okay, this you've already written. Just do one thing in your notebook, write down word form like this. Okay. Make an arrow if there's not, if the space is not there, and you can write it.
Done, ma'am.
Then now we will do the expanded form. That is very okay. Just give me 1 second. All right. Now the expanded form is also very easy. Let's start with that. Okay. Now in expanded form, I'll start with a small number. Okay. So if I have 762, how will I write it in expanded form? And do you know expanded form?
Yes, I remember right now.
Okay, got it. So if this is 7, how many zeros are there? Like how do I write? Basically, correct, correct,
700.
700. Okay, but how do I write it? Like like when you say the word, you say it like 762. So I will write it as 700 plus 62. Now, how do I break down 62 as well? 60. So 60 is in tens place. So the numbers that are in tens place, how many zeros are there? 1, right? So I'll write it as 60. Okay. Now 2 is, what is the place value of 2?
Once.
Ones. So do we have any zero when it comes to ones?
No, we don't.
Yeah. So I'll just write it as 2, right? Do you remember it now?
Yes.
Okay. Now can we do it for a bigger number? Let's do 1,000 first, then we'll go for 10,000s. If I have 5, let's take this number only, 8360. How will you write it?
8,000
Correct.
plus
Hmm.
300
Correct.
plus
Hmm.
60
Correct.
plus 0.
Very good. Very good. Now, if I add 5 here, like if it's not 8,000, if it's 58,000, what should I change?
Can you tell again?
I was saying, if I have instead of 8, if I have 58,000, what should I add here? Okay, I'll explain, not an issue. So this number was 8,360. So we wrote the expanded form. Now if we have 58,000, so first I'll write the 10,000, right? So how many zeros are there in 10,000? 4 zeros. Okay. So I'll write 50,000, 10, 1, 2, 3, and 4 zeros we have, plus 8,000 plus 300. So the same thing, I just added like 5 here. Okay. Can you tell the word? Can you tell the expanded form for this one?
Okay. For 72,562.
Yes, for that one.
Okay. 7,000.
No. What's the place
No,
value of 7?
70,000.
Very good. How many zeros should I write
Uh,
in 70,000? Mm-hmm.
we should write 4 zeros. 70,000
Four,
plus
4 zeros. Yes.
2,000 plus
70,000.
70,000 plus 2,000
Hmm.
plus 500
Correct.
plus 60
Hmm.
plus 2.
So is it clear? Expanded form for 10,000 numbers. Okay,
Yes.
write this down. Expanded form for this number. Write it down.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know how to compare number? Like which one is the greatest number? Which one is the smallest number?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to share one again, this different screen. Okay, can you see the screen? Wait, you can't. Wait. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's do this question. Okay. They're saying write the numeral. Numeral is basically number. Okay. So write the number in the place value chart for each of the following number. So they have given us a number, and whatever place value they have written, we just have to write the number here. Okay. So I'll do the first one and we'll you'll tell me the answer for the remaining. Okay. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So the first number is 3,412. So 3,000. So that means in place of 1,000, I will just write 3. Okay. Now the remaining part is 412. So 400. So I will write instead of 100, in place of 100, I'll write 4. And I'm left with 12. So in place of, how do I write 12? 1 and 2. Okay.
Okay.
Is the question clear? If you want, you can write the answer in the book only. Uh that would help you afterwards. Okay.
Then,
Can you tell me the answer for the next one?
in thousands, four.
Hmm.
In
I-
in hundreds, 9.
Hmm. Correct.
In tens, 20. I mean 2.
Yes, correct.
And in ones, 1.
Very good. So clear, right?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. The rest of the questions I'll give you as homework. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the next question says complete the following place value chart of places and periods once O place is filled for you. Wait, which question is this? Where are the numbers? Okay, got it. So the same thing, what they want you to write is this one. Like they want you to write this thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. Okay. So after ones, what should I write here?
Ones,
Hmm.
tens, hundreds, and
Correct.
thousands.
Correct. Let me change tens and I'll write it as T, and then we have hundreds and I'll write it as H. Now, now they have also written one more thing here, that write the periods. Now, what is that? There's a whole box up here. Now, all these three belong to one category, and that is called the hundreds. Okay, so you will write it here. What? Yeah. So the hundreds, what comes after that? Wait, I didn't complete.
Thousand.
Thousands. So this you will write T, sorry, thousands.
TH.
In the bracket, you can write TH. And the same thing, these belongs to the thousands only. Okay, so here also you will write thousands.
Ma'am, next.
All right. Let me wait. Okay. So the next question, question number 3. Can you tell, can you read the question and tell me what do you think we'll have to do in this?
Write the place and the place value of each digit in the following numbers in the blank boxes. Uh, I think we have to, in that boxes, we have to tell what is the digit means place.
Correct. So write the place and the place value of each digit in the following boxes. So now they have given two boxes. One is like above the number and one is here. So what you will do in this one, what is the place value of one?
Ones.
So I'll write
Oh,
O in the box that is above, and here I'll just write 1. Okay. What is the place value of 2 here?
it's tens.
10. So I'll write 20 here. Can you do for 3 and 6?
Okay. 3 is hundreds.
Hmm.
300 and 6 is thousands.
Hmm.
6,000.
Correct. Okay. Now, the next question, the B part I'll give you as homework. Can you tell me the question 4? What do you understand by question 4? Can you solve it?
Question fourth.
Hmm.
We have to write those questions in short form like 5,321.
Very good. So I
Only
will,
numbers.
very good. So I will write it as 5, 3, 2, 1 like this, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me for C part? Write it down
For
first and
for C part,
hmm,
7,026.
hmm, very good. 7026. Again, these two I'll give you as your homework. Okay. Now, first write it down. Now, have you written till here? Are you writing with me or should I scroll up?
It I'm done. It's easy.
Okay, got it. Now, question number 5. This also you will be able to solve easily. What you have to write the predecessor and successor. Okay. I'll share a different screen so that you've got more space. So 1070 is the number.
Uh, the answer is 1,069.
Correct. Next one. Like the successor.
The next one is two
No. The
2,700.
successor. The successor of this number. We have to write both. The predecessor and the successor both. So what is the successor here?
To 2,798.
Wait, are you talking about the next number?
Yes.
No. See, we have this number. We wrote the predecessor, right? 1070. We have to tell the successor also. What is
Uh,
successor? We have to plus 1, right? We have to add 1. So what will be the successor?
1,071.
Correct. Very good. So the successor is 1071. Write this down and I will move to the next question.
10, ma'am.
10. Okay. Now, question number 6. We have to use the signs and tell the answer. So this means when both the number are equal. So if I write 3 and 3, that means both of them are equal. So I'll use this sign. But if I write like 468 and 782, now which one of this is bigger? Obviously the 700 one. So I'll use this and open this mouth towards 782. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, can you tell the answer for A?
First, first right.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is 4,398 is smaller, so it should be
Should
like
I make it the sign like this? Or should I make this
the
sign?
the like this sign. This.
This?
Yes.
Okay. So like towards 7,000, I'll open the mouth. Okay. Next, can you tell me E, part E?
E.
Hmm.
8,592 is smallest.
Hmm.
So
So
it
which side should I open the mouth?
should be like the A1.
Correct. Very good. Answer for C also, can you tell? This one.
7,280 is smaller.
Hmm.
So like the E1.
Correct. So is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now, now in question number 7, we have to circle the smallest number and cross out the largest number. So they have given 4 numbers. Which one of like the number that is the smallest, we will just cut that out. Like we'll make a cross like this, and we will circle the smallest number, and the one that is the largest, I'll make a cross on that. Okay, can you tell for A which one is the largest here?
Which one is the
Okay, let's start with the smallest. Which one is the smallest?
The smallest one is 2,456.
Okay, so I'll circle that. Now let's look for the largest.
4,563.
So I'll cross that out. Part D. Can you do D as well?
D1.
Yes.
9,990.
Biggest or smallest?
Biggest.
Okay, cut that number. Now the smallest one, what is the smallest?
8,150.
Correct. So I'll circle that. Done.
Done,
Tell
ma'am.
me. Done. Okay. Now question number 8 says that write the greatest or the smallest 4-digit number. Okay. Now one thing, it's very easy. Just you have 4 numbers like 2, 3, 0, and 7. So you have to put these numbers in a way that this makes the biggest number. Okay. So if the number has to be like the biggest, so what you will do is you'll write the biggest digit first. So out of these 4, 7 is the biggest digit. So you will write 7 first. Then the number smaller than 7 is 3, so you will write 3. Then the small number smaller to that is 2, so you'll write 2. And then the smallest is 0. So basically, from biggest to smallest, you'll write it down. Okay. So now this is the greatest number that I could make from these 4. Okay.
The B1 is uh
No, no, no.
7.
Wait. We also have to write the smallest number, right? So let's do that. I was waiting for you to write. Okay. Now, if you one thing that students do like make mistakes is that in order to write the smallest number, they'll start with 0, right? They'll reverse the number and they'll write it as like 0, 2, 3, 7, right? This is like, why is this incorrect? This is incorrect because they are saying you have to write the smallest 4 digit number. Now 0273 is basically 237 and this is a 3 digit number. So you cannot write 0 in the beginning. Okay. So that will be incorrect. So what I'll do is I'll replace these two numbers. So I cannot write 0 in the beginning. So the smallest number is 2. Then I will write 0. Then 3. Then 7. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Done. Okay. Okay. Now the last question. Wait, where did the screen? Make any 5 4. Okay, this you can do as homework. Okay. So that's all for this exercise. We have completed this warm-up exercise. Okay. Everything clear from today's class? Do you have any doubts?
No.
No? Okay, thank you for joining.